Hey my lovelies, so I'm going to try and get everything caught up on video for YouTube and my explanation and everything as far as my banned books goes. But it just seems like my 9 to 5 job is kind of turning into a 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. job. And so I haven't had a whole lot of time to do any videos or marketing. I'm not going to look at you as I drive because I'm pulling out into, I have a break now. But anyways, so I kind of wanted to just touch on my past just really fast because I wasn't born an author. I didn't have any desire to be an author. My passion was in automotive. I changed out my first engine when I was 12 years old, and then with my dad, of course. And then that's what I went on to college for. And then I found out what a horrific field it is, because back then in the 90s, it was very prejudiced. There weren't a lot of female mechanics in there, and I got tired of having to prove myself. And I actually had the owner of a dealership. I had just won their 3rd award for customer service, and he came up to me and told me that I'd never be a manager because he couldn't stand women. Women weren't meant to be in power. So then I went back to college, and I was thinking about becoming an attorney. And so what I did is I went ahead and took all my paralegal classes, and I focused on criminal law, business law, and real estate law, and realized that I hate debate. I wear my heart and my emotions on my sleeve, so I would really suck as an attorney because I'm also a bad poker player. Let's just face it, that's how it is. So I went back to automotive, and I was doing service advising, and my boss fired me for having my first daughter. And we've never had our girls raised by somebody else. We never put them in daycare. We never threw them. We wanted to make sure that we were raising our kids because it was just how I wanted our family to go. And so I took a graveyard job building PC boards, electronics, and my husband was plumbing during the day, so Madison always had somebody with her. And I was exhausted, I was hormonal, I was ticked, and so I started writing down ways to kill my boss without getting caught via vehicular homicide, because I know about cars. And my dad, who was my hero, still my hero, World War II veteran, served under Patton. He saw my notes one morning when I came home exhausted, and he read them, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, kid, this would make a really good book." And so that's what I did, is I turned it into a book. And then right before Christmas of 2007, he had a stroke and was in the hospital, and I rushed to finish the first book, Mechanics of Murder. You cannot find it, and I'll tell you why. So I rushed to get it published. I went through Lulu Publishing, a lot of people still do, and I gave it to my dad, and I said, "You have to get better so that you can go with me to my very first book signing. You're gonna be there with me to kick off my career." And I actually got to watch him take 12 steps that day, so it was really freaking amazing. The sad part of it is my dad never got a chance to read it because he died 2 days later. So Mechanics of Murder will probably never be edited because, again, it's horrific. It was my first book. I wasn't a writer back then. But now, all these years later, I've grown. I have grown so much that my book series that I just have out now has won 3 international book awards, and we find out next month if we won our 4th. And the 3rd book is up for awards this year. So I no longer doubt myself as a writer. I wouldn't be winning book awards, legitimate book awards, if my writing sucked. Now, freaking not Amazon, TikTok and Instagram keep blocking my videos, removing my videos, telling me that I'm violating civic or political ethics. The last one they tried saying that it was sexual content. There's no sexual content in my book trailers at all, because it's not a sexual book. It's won awards for young adult, it's won awards for adult action, it's won awards for adventure, and it's even won awards in uncategorized because it breaks all genre barriers. So why they think they can do that, they are, whether it's legal or not, and I can't afford to hire an attorney. But they never did it for Hunger Games. They never did it for Divergent. They never did it for 1984, either the books or the movies. They never did it for Red Dawn. And those are all the books and the movies that my series is being compared to. So the fact that they're doing this just really chaps my hide, because I've worked so many years to get my writing to where it is now. And this is such an amazing story. And if you go on Amazon, don't buy from Amazon, by the way. Don't buy my books from Amazon. I have them cheaper on my website, and I have them cheaper on Fourth Wall for a reason. But I left them on Amazon at a higher price so that people could read the reviews. I have 57 reviews, and I'm at a 4.9 stars. My reviews are amazing. The second, third, and fourth books, they're all 5 stars. So I'm hoping that this YouTube will help me get my books out there. People start talking, spreading the word. I need help, guys, because I've paid thousands and thousands of dollars in marketing over the past 3 years, and they'll take my money, but then they don't put it out there because I subscribe to the newsletters that they're supposed to be released in, or I don't see it on their website that I paid for, or the bigger ones won't even touch me. They just like, you're encouraging uprising, and I'm like, what the heck does that mean? So if anybody can help me out there, that would be amazing. I just started a Kickstarter campaign because I'm trying to get the screenplay done for the first book. I think it's going to be an amazing movie. I'm going to try and go through my outlets to get that promoted. But again, I need a screenplay in order to get it done. So I'll post a link for Kickstarter right down below this. And thank you guys for any help. Love you guys. Bye.